Hey, I am here to talk about the Everyone's a Critic movie challenge. I'm really sorry about my voice. I lost it for a couple days and I just got it back, kind of, which is why this video is a little bit late for the week, but it is what it is at this point. So the prompt I'm talking about today is a movie where the killer looks like everybody else. And I was going to watch Scream, and then I decided not to, and I decided to watch The Orphan, because in this one, not only do I love movies with creepy children, and I love The Orphan, but she's a little weird, like she dresses weird, but she looks like everybody else, and that's why it's such a convincingly creepy movie, especially if you don't know the premise and you're watching it for the first time. This girl looks like a child. So not only does she look like everybody else, she also looks extra non-threatening because she looks like a child. Now, spoilers, she is not a child. She's actually an adult. And they said this was inspired by a true story, which is honestly like a really sad story. If you watch about Natalia Grace, they said it was inspired by her story or something like that. And she actually was a child, and she was horribly neglected and abused by the people who adopted her and were supposed to care for her. But aside from that, if we're talking about The Orphan, this little girl is not a little girl, she's a woman. She's got a lot of mental health issues. It sounds like there's a lot of abandonment in her past too, and she was trying to do whatever she could to survive, but also she took things a little too far into a psychotic area where she was trying to hook up with her dad, and she was trying to do anything she could to stay in her place, which I understand that because she's had a really difficult life and she's been in mental institutions and she's seen some horrific things. If you see her wrists and her neck, like, she's been through some stuff. So I understand not wanting to go back or deal with any of that again. But she does it by threatening, hurting, and killing people who mess with her. And there's a lot going on in the movie besides that. So the mom was an alcoholic because she had a miscarriage. Then it's implied that because she was drinking, her daughter almost died. And the husband had infidelity before. So there was a whole lot of complicated dynamic, which really set up the idea that Esther could come in there and kind of play on those issues that the couple had to drive them apart and create mistrust and bad feeling towards them, and put herself in a position where she's the one getting the attention and getting the safety and comfort while the mom's out of the way. And maybe she thought that by seducing the father, she would have a more permanent place and have security in her life. But either way, it wasn't the right way to go about it. Ends up being a big fight, of course. I just love the kids in this. Max is just so adorable. But anyway, this was so successful because she looked like everybody else, because she looked like a child. And so although the entire time, there was no mystery. Not like a movie like Scream where you're like, who's the killer? You knew it was her. You knew there was something wrong with her. But because by all outward appearances she was a little girl, she was able to get away with stuff throughout the whole movie. So anyway, because of my voice, I'm going to end this here. But thanks for watching.